Hey, so what's going on, guys? It is Pone, and I'm here bringing you guys a how to find and how to get together the Whimsyshire edition in Diablo 3. A lot of people ask, oh, how do I get to the Unicorn Land? You don't. You don't. It's basically, it's kind of been a secret. I've looked all over Google, and it took me about an hour to get everything. And I think it was because I could not find a single video on how to get to it, or anything worth a damn. I mean, it told you on like writing, like, oh yeah, the black mushroom is located in the cathedral. But there are so many like wide open areas to think of. So we're going to go through, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. So for you guys that do love my videos, I'm sorry, this is not one of my typical commentaries. This is actually to help other people that struggle to find out how to do this. So here we go. There are 6 things you need to be able to go to Happy Unicorn Land. One of which being the black mushroom, which is going to be the first one we cut into. Here's where all of them are and what they are. Okay, so here we are to the first item. We're looking for the black mushroom. It's in the cathedral in the first act. You guys could probably know where this is. This is probably the easiest one to find if you're just randomly running through the walkthrough of the game. A lot of people have already found it. I had never done so. A lot of these items are random and sometimes don't even spawn, so you may need to go in and out to find them over and over again. May be difficult, time-consuming. Alright guys, now we move on to the next objective. We have the Leorics Shinbone. It's found in Leorics Manor, as you guys can see me entering right now. I went through the Cathedral and all that good stuff to get to where I am right now to find the Shinbone. I do believe you could find it if you kind of backtrack. So if you go into Act 1, go to the 9th objective. I think it's the Imprisoned Angel quest. You start it and you just backtrack. You could probably find it. So you may need to try that a few times. Remember, a lot of these items are not going to be in the same area. They do show up and spawn randomly. I mean, they're going to be in the same place, but they're not always going to be there and available for you to mess with. So this is me obviously destroying everything, trying to make sure I can find it and do not miss it, because like I said, a lot of the objectives are kind of wide open. They don't tell you enough. But I do find this, and this is the 2nd objective. This one took a little bit of time for me because I didn't know exactly where Leorics Manor was. It's pretty far in the game. Every time I went somewhere, I'm like, no, it's not this far, it's not this far. And it was every time. So hopefully this one helps you out a little bit. This is one of the ones that I did not need a friend for, but it does get a little bit challenging later on. I think I went through a certain quest, starting it over and over again, like 30-something times, and I couldn't find it, but I had a couple buddies doing it too, and they were able to find it. I could just join their session and end up finding the item that I needed. So that's about it. That's this one right here. It's the Shinbone. Okay, so now we move on to one of the more difficult ones. This is the Liquid Rainbow. This is the one that I think I tried 30 times joining in and out of this game, and the guy at this cave is not there. Now, you gotta find this guy. This guy stands outside. He's kind of like a vendor. He stands outside this door, tells you to go inside this cave. Now, this mysterious cave is completely random, but the only place I've ever seen it is where I'm showing you right now. And I kept spawning over and over and over again until this guy actually showed up. And I think I went through it 30 times. One of my buddies was helping me as well. He kept doing it. He found it. I spawned on him. He spawns right there at that door, right there. Now, where things got really complicated for me is I came out here to talk to the vendor after spawning on him, and the first time that we found him, I went inside the cave. The chest wasn't even there. The mysterious chest that you're supposed to click on was not even there for me to find the item. I believe the chest, and not only the guy, but the chest is random too. So even if you're fortunate enough to find the guy outside of that door, you gotta cross your fingers that the chest is actually there too. We went through the entire thing. I found it in level 1. I do believe there are 2 areas of the cave. I'm not sure if they're set or anything like that, but you will be seeing it here shortly. Like I said, I would suggest you guys to come through this. The creatures you're going to be fighting in the cow level anyways are going to be difficult enough. They're going to be like the strength of the things that you would find in Act 4. So make sure you play a little bit of Nightmare, come back in, and try to run through and get all these items at once. You have one really strong character, you can come through and blow right through and pick up all of these. Obviously, you have to do that anyways for the Izual in Act 4. But it's just a suggestion for you guys. Make sure you got a decent amount of crew and maybe a couple people to help you, and it'll cut the time in half. Okay, now that we've left Dalghur Oasis in Act 2, we're moving on to Act 3 right here. Now, this is one of the more difficult ones from what my friends say. I was able to get the drop in the first try. But basically what you do, you go to Act 3, and in your menus, if you've already beaten the game, you go to, I believe it's the 5th. I think it's the 5th one, and then it'll say destroy the ballistae. And this is the area that I'm in right now. If you guys remember them, the giant artillery tank things they have. And around there you find the entrance to the Caverns of Frost. Now I went down into the 2nd level and you're looking for a creature called the Chotara, which you're about to see me kill right now. Now this thing drops the Gibbering Gemstone. Like I said, this is one of the ones that I heard was a pain in the ass. The next one was actually the plans to actually be able to build the staff, and it's from the bossman Izual, so it's always great if you have someone strong to take it down. And I think I went through that and fought the boss 10 times. So it does get to be a little challenging later on. Like I said, when it comes down to not only finding the creatures but getting the drop random, Alright, now, so to get the plans to be able to build the staff itself, you gotta go through and you gotta beat Izual, which is one of the bosses in Act 4. You basically go to Act 4, skip to, I think, the 4th one, which is the primeval one, if I'm not mistaken, and then he drops the book. This book is one of the last items that you will need to build this. We just gotta go grab the Wirts spell. And it'll be pretty much done. Like I said, it's completely random. I had to fight him, seriously, no joke, 10 times. So like I said, having someone strong or somebody else to assist you through these will cut your time in half. It's something that's going to be smart to do, especially on like the Liquid Rainbow, the Chilchara, and this one. Alright, now for the last item you need the word spell, which the Squirt vendor sells. Now this vendor does not show up until late in Act 2, so what you need to do is if you've beat the game, go ahead, go back to Act 2, and it's the very last one. I think it's 9 or 10. It's the Lord Eliza one, the Belial one. So what you do is you click on that, and as soon as you spawn in that area, town it, go back here, and she'll be there. Because if you go to a sooner one, she won't be there. Now we have all the items necessary to craft this. So you need about, to create the basic herding staff, you need, I believe, 150k. You need 100k for that word bell. You need 50k to craft it, and all the other items we've already found. Now there are also ways to upgrade the staff as well. For the Nightmare difficulty, the Hell difficulty, I think the Nightmare is a 200k upgrade, and the and to go to the Hell one, I think it's 500k. But I'll show you how to do that shortly after this is done. But like I said, so what you do is when you have the plans, the recipe that you got from Izual, you right-click them to teach it to the vendor. Now this merchant guy, the armor guy, you go ahead, you go look into the weapons, you find the staffs, and then you buy and craft the staff that you need to be able to open up the thing. And that's about it, guys. Plain simple. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out some of the stuff after. I'll show you exactly where to find and locate the Shire, as well as how to upgrade it. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys exactly how to upgrade the staff to make it a Nightmare one so you can approve of it. You have to have beaten Nightmare difficulty already because these creatures are going to be strong. Now after you have this, what you do is you go to Bastion's Keep. You go in here to the last part of the act, in the Nightmare difficulty, you come over, talk to that guy, you buy the recipe for a whopping $1. Now you come over to this guy, obviously teach him the recipe, have the staff on you, and 200k, that's all it takes to upgrade to the Nightmare staff. Alright, and last but not least, how to actually get there. You go to Act 1, you go to Part 2, which is, I think, the Cane one, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but you go to Part 2, Begin Quest, you go here, you hit the town, you go to the old ruins, you walk straight down this road takes you right to the old Cow King, and you're able to enter Whimsyshire as long as you have everything that you need to do so. Like I said, if you need it for the Nightmare difficulty, you have the Nightmare staff, so on and so forth. Hopefully you found the video useful and enjoy your time in here. It's a great way to traffic, a great way to farm for a lot of money, gems, jewels, and items, and it's great for EXP, so it's worth investing in if you do have the time and money. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to leave a rating. It helps out a lot. Peace out. Get it.